Okay, fitting the Shad 3P system. The first thing we do is we remove this cover by removing these two bolts. Ignore the fact that I've got holes here and here. This has already been fitted to my bike, so I've already previously drilled the holes. Once you've taken out the bolts and taken off the cover, you will have a bolt here and a bolt here. Both of these need to be removed and stored somewhere in case you want to take the 3P system off and put it all back to normal. We'll be using the bolts supplied in the fitting kit. In the instructions there is a template to cut out so that you can drill these holes in the right place, the right size. It is worth noting that this is not an integral part of the fitting, so you could, if you wanted to not drill the holes, just leave this off and fit direct to the mounting plate. That way, if you want to put everything back to normal, you won't be left with holes. Once you've removed those bolts and drilled your holes, if you're going to, put the cover plate back on, unless you're leaving it off, in which case don't. Okay, once that's back on, we need to remove the foot peg hanger. Now, you will have a bolt like that, or a pin with a spring washer on the end. Not sure you can see that. So remove this, store it safe, because we won't be using that, we'll be using the bolts from the fitting kit. Now the bolts from the fitting kit, are these bolts. Once you've removed your pin, we're now going to line everything up. Oops. Start by taking the big spacer, putting it in there, the little spacer, putting it in the rear. And what we'll do is just put the bolt through just to hold it in place, and the smaller bolt through the back. And just hold that in place. Okay, so we get the Allen bolt through. We have one washer, and then the mount goes there, and then the next washer and the bolt. That goes on like that, and then we can roughly tighten that. We don't want anything to be tight until we've got it all aligned up. So now we've got those in place, we can tighten up the bolts up at the top. Okay, now they're tight, we can tighten the foot peg. Bear in mind, if you make it too tight, it's quite difficult to get the foot peg in and out. So I'd get it tight and then just loosen it off a turn. And there you go. And that's that side done. Okay, so now we do the same thing on the other side. I'm not going to take this off, same process. You need to take it off, remove the bolts from out of here and here, drill the hole if you want. If not, you can leave it off, but once you've drilled the hole or left it off, you can then put the big washer from the big bolt in the back, little washer, in the front, little washer from the little bolt at the back. Remove your bolt and split pin from the rear foot peg. The big bolt and washer through the front, just finger tight just to hold it in place. Same with the rear bolt, just to hold it in place. And then we have one washer, then the mount, then another washer, then the bolt. And then we can tighten that up tight enough so that the foot peg is secure, not wobbling around, and then we can tighten up the bolts on the rear fender. And there we go, job done.